Hi guys, welcome to Build for Oz. Today we're going to do a bit of fabrication. We are replacing an intake pipe today on the LSA Colorado. See, the factory one that come with the conversion looks a bit dodgy, and yeah, they're just big piece of silicone hose with a little bit 4-inch alley pipe there, so I don't really like the look of it, so I'm going to replace it with the stainless pie cuts, and yeah, see how it'll turn out. We got 15 degrees pie cuts, so they are pre-cuts earlier, so yeah, we're gonna replace it, mark it up and see how it goes. Hopefully it works. Now we're just removing the silicone hose and the intake pipe. Hopefully it will all come out. So what I don't like about it is just they put in the hose clamps which is just hold on to it, so it's a bit hard to take off. And we're up in Pilbara, it is 46 degrees today, so everything is hot. So but yeah, you're going to do pie cuts, bends all the way into the airbox. Yeah, see how it goes. So you got this piece here, so mark up a piece, probably do one by one and just mark it up, probably do section by section. Hopefully we'll come grab some pie cuts. So the first piece have to go onto the rubber hose or the silicone hose, so get a pretty thick piece. I cut most of it all the same, but where the silicone hose got to go, it's got to be fairly thick for the clamps to clamps onto, and then yeah, so just start building it up like this until we get into the shape. Then yeah, we gotta tack it up, mark it up, hopefully get it to bend where I want it to. So this piece here, I reckon having it come up this way would be the easiest way to do it. So instead of having like the rubber hose, it come up, curl back down into, I just want a straight, pretty neat fitting. So make it look like one piece straight fitting into there. Yeah. So I just tack this piece up and we'll go mark it up, see which way it's going to come up. So see, I want the bends sort of follow, maybe up a bit, so make it come up a bit and then turn this way into the airbox. So we just kind of tack the first piece up and see where it kind of leads to. So hopefully this will have enough bends to clear the radiator. So I'm going to tack a couple more up, make it to probably 90s, and then we muck it up again. So. Let's go see what's how this is going to go. So it's not quite 90, it's probably more of like 45 right now. So it's got to come up and clear that radiator there, and then so to go, might have to cut this a bit shorter with the grinder so it sits in a bit closer to the engine, clear the radiator. So yeah, makes progress. When cutting the silicone hose, I normally put the hose clamps onto it and just cut against it with a Stanley knife or the blades. I only found the blades, so I'm just going to use it to cut. Make sure you wear protective gloves. There's cut resistance, so this will give you a nice straight cut on the silicone hose, or you can buy a proper tool to cut it. So yeah, like this is what come with the quality from the conversion. But back, well, it's pretty, they didn't cut it straight, so it looked a bit dodgy. So yeah, look how nice and straight the cuts is. So this is gonna go on the intake pipe. So this has got a bit of bends on it, so that kind of helps leading the pipe away from the radiator. And yeah, and this is not rain, guys. This is I put a sprinkler on the roof so it cooled down the shed a bit. So yeah, it's bloody hot today. It's 46 degrees. So yeah, this is how it's gonna sit. So I'm just gonna maybe tuck it on a car. I'll just connect the battery, and then yeah, we're gonna tack it on the car in situ. So just keep adding it on until you get a right angle, probably two about there, and then one straight piece to the airbox. So yeah. And with another tip for doing ply cuts too, guys, you can mark it up in situ like this. Put two lines across there so you know your rotation, and you take the whole thing off and then tack it on the bench. Do the same thing all the way through, but that's a longer process. Like say, if you're not able to have a car closer to the shed like I did, so like I can just park the car here, do it in situ, move the welder closer and just tack it in situ, make it work. So yeah, that's another tip. So we'll move the welder closer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it up, pretty much tack it in situ, and then yeah, this piece of pipe that we might have to cut, just go as close as we can to the angle that we want, and then whatever the angle is on the straight piece, we can cut that later. And also this is slight, got a slight angle to it, so we can always move it side to side to suit that straight piece as well. Yeah, let's do it. So this is how it's looking now. Very nice. So just gotta make up this straight piece. Then there's about 320 from the longest edge to here. So I've got some straight pipe there, already cut the angle on the end of it. Yeah, so we're gonna mark from the tallest side 320, and we cut it straight. That should be our final piece to the airbox. And yeah, after that we just weld it up. So we're gonna mark 320 across there. Then we just cut the grinder. Hopefully my cutting skills is pretty straight. So yeah. So yeah, this is the end result. So bit of pie cuts into the silicon. Both of these silicon got a bit of bends in it, so it's not a straight piece, so we can kind of also like sort of play with it. That's a good thing about this silicon, so silicon hose. So yeah, I reckon that's looked better than the old one already. So yeah, just gotta weld it up, see how that looks. Hopefully I'm not going to purge it with gas. You're not going to see the inside anyway, so I'm just going to pulse weld the outside. I've got a bit of filler rods there, but I'm not going to worry about using it, filler rods, so because this is not holding any boost, it's only sucking air, so it should be fine. It should be pulse welding, it should be enough. Just hopefully I'll get enough, not too much heat into it. I like to keep a bit of gold color. I'm gonna give this a clean with the wax and grease remover, and yeah, show you guys the end results. guys. Not too bad. Now it's gonna install it on the car. Sit there, wait for it to cool down, and then yeah, install it on the car. We go down the results. Looking very good. Looks better than the silicone hose that came with the conversion kit. Yeah. Oh well, that's it for now. We'll see you guys next episode, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit likes, and see you guys next time.